it's Cecil and it's Thursday, and today, instead of a regular whoop, Legacy Challenge episode, we are actually going to be rebuilding Megan's house. So if you will remember, or if you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. It will be the previous video on this playlist, but basically, last week, Megan and Aoi got married, and it went as well as you'd expect the wedding pack to go. But they've been married. Aoi has moved in, and on top of getting married, we got a call the day before our wedding telling us that we could get married for money, basically. So, obviously, I took that. And between a new sim joining the household and the getting married for money stuff, we ended up with over 40,000 simoleons. And I was like, okay, yeah, we need to redo the house. So that is what we are doing. I wanted us still to be in the tiny home range, but obviously we weren't going to be able to have it be a micro home still. So I figured that we were probably going to end up going up a tier, but I didn't want to go up to the 100 tile tier. I still wanted to keep it under 64 tiles because I wanted to keep the double skill gain. Luckily, we were able to make that work, so yeah. And then I decided to go for like a green cottagey vibe. I wanted to like have the house fit in with the rest of the world, and I feel like it was a successful endeavor. But I also wanted to incorporate some farm elements because we do live in Henford on Beckley. We've got to have a farm, but more on that later. Anyways, I am very excited about just this whole thing in general. I'm so excited that Megan is married, that, you know, that we have like money, that her career is going well. It was really exciting. Also, not the complete build was recorded, so we will hop into game to take a look at it at the end here. But until then, um yeah, because I didn't want to include like the process of putting their pictures up and like moving those around and going in and out of live mode, and that just seems silly. So I will show you the fully decorated house at the end. But I feel like it's both cozy and spacious. Like it somehow managed to be both, and I'm very happy with it for only being 64 tiles. Well, I think it was 63 tiles actually. I can say words. Um I think that it ended up looking pretty spacious, and it was nice. I mean, obviously we have an open floor plan. I didn't make a separate room for the bedroom because I feel like that's just pointless. But we also had quite a bit of budget left over once we had finished. Partially because we did keep some of the old furniture, but also we had a lot of stuff. Or we got a lot of money from that whole thing. So like I wasn't going to, spend all 40K, and I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. Um but yeah, so we are still living off the grid, and I plan to keep us off the grid. Uh, so I had to make sure that for the most part, everything we got was capable of functioning off the grid. That includes our refrigerator and our stove, which I just kept from the last time. Um, oh, wait, no, I didn't. I ended up changing them. Just kidding. I lied. I decided to go for more of a green theme instead of keeping the pink theme from before. I'm sorry. I do not know why I'm struggling to talk. And I'm not even really sure what inspired this choice. It just felt like the vibe, and I vibed with it. But I had a lot of fun building, and yeah, the windows that I had originally placed on the front of the house do not stay because I couldn't get them to center nicely. So I ended up changing my mind a little bit, but that's okay. The desk is actually the desk and the chair and the thing on it are all from the lawyer career. Um, And I did get them a computer, which I know that they're off the grid. First of all, the computer looks like a typewriter, so I think it's perfect. But second of all, I did manage to squeeze in a couple of solar panels, so we should be okay on that front. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, yes, I definitely did a lot of the cottage living furniture because, well, naturally. I really like the bed that I picked out for them. Uh, and then I tried not to go overboard on the windows. I do have a tendency to do that. So as I was laying out the room and whatnot, I was picking what windows needed to stay and which ones could be done without. But yeah, I also wanted to include like some crafting type things. I think somewhere in here I will be putting like a cross stitch basket in. I also put in a yarn basket, even though like that stays in your inventory. But I feel like it's, it's nice, it's cozy. um, I still haven't 100% decided if Aoi is going to get a job as a teacher or anything like that. I might honestly have Megan be the only one with an income in the house, though. Like, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Um, oh yeah. So I know that right now there's technically no room for a baby, which we are going to need technically. But I've decided that once Megan gets a little bit further in her career and whatnot, I think that I will just whoa, my headphones are gonna die soon here. I think that I will just be probably putting a like an upstairs kind of above that bedroom area, and I'll put like stairs or something. And yes, that will definitely bring us up into the 100 tile, but that's okay because by that time I think that'll be fine. I think we'll be okay for 100 tiles by that point. To just do like the lightened load of bills, I believe. I'm not sure what all of the tiers entail. Um, oh yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to kind of like set up the entryway and we're starting to get into decorations. Honestly, the fact that we could afford decorations for this house is so exciting. Um, but yeah, we've got the umbrella rack because, we gotta. And I think I also squeezed in a bookcase there. Yeah. I don't know where I ended up putting the bookcase, but I know I had one in here. um, just trying to make everything fit nicely around the computer. And yeah. I cannot remember everything that I put in here, honestly. I built this like 2 weeks ago because I was doing so much content prep. Oh my goodness. I know I talked about it in last week's speed build, but the amount of content prep that I did to get ready for taking a week off for Thanksgiving and whatnot was unbelievable. I'm still a little bit tired from it, but I'm so grateful that I was able to take last week to just like rest, to spend time with family, to do some cleaning around the house. It was so helpful. Like, I honestly, this could have been a really stressful week to come back to, but instead I'm like, yeah, everything's in order. Everything's good. So, yeah. Oh, I also started to kind of replace our farm items, and I did expand the garden area, so hopefully we will start growing some more crops. That has been a really nice source of income for us as it is. Um, but also it's just nice to be able to grow your own food. So yeah, I'm gonna make this area into like a little farm, and I also put some insect farms along with a bee box, and I think I gave them a patchy. Um, so yeah, that is definitely fun. But yeah, this whole area is just gonna be like it's gonna be a nice little farm area. So it's not like a massive bunch of crops or anything, but I think we've got some fun. And I fenced it in, hopefully to keep any foxes out of it. Um, oh yeah, I was struggling to make it not count as a room. I've literally never had a fenced area count as a room until this moment. And I realized it's because when you drag out from like the wall, then it'll count as a room. As opposed to when you drag to the wall, it won't count as the room. Like, kind of like how you have to do if there's a foundation, you have to drag towards the house instead of away from the house. Otherwise, it'll like make the fence have a foundation. It's kind of like that, I guess. The more you know. Learn something new every day. And ooh, yes, now we are putting in the animals. I did already purchase and name all of the animals. Um, I ended up going with like the randomized name for most of them, but we ended up with room for one cow, one llama, a coop of chickens, and then I have the hens in with the llama and the cow, and then I have one rooster that I have put in his own coop. So I'm not entirely sure how it'll work, but I'll basically let them at some point have a hen and the rooster so that we can get some hatchable eggs at some point. Um, but for now, our rooster is just gonna hang out by himself. And I'll try not to make him feel too lonely. We will spend time with him. Um, but yeah. Okay. The one thing that did happen last week that leaves me a little bit concerned is the fact that a fox ate our rabbit that we were starting to befriend. And so I am definitely worried about the foxes coming after our chickens. So that is a concern. I am a little worried about it. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and hopefully it'll be fine. Oh yeah, I also put some dew collectors out here, so that'll be fun. Um, but yeah, I wanted to make the outside have like a nice little hangout area, you know. Um, I put some hay bales around a nice little fire pit that they can sit at, and you know, it's cute. It's cute. It's rustic. We've got animals. Honestly, this is stuff that like I never would have dreamed of. Oh yeah, we have wind chimes too. Honestly, I love wind chimes. Like I think it's such a cute addition to the game, and I love the little sound that they make because that's my brand of autistic. I hate noise except for the noise that I really like. And wind chimes just hit the right buttons for me. So I love putting wind chimes on my Sims houses, but I've never been able to successfully play with wind chimes in my Sims houses because the last time I did that, I had a hot-headed Sim, and I don't know if that's why or not, but I do know that he was not a fan. He was very annoyed by the wind chimes. It made him very angry. So we don't put wind chimes in houses that I'm playing in. But hopefully Megan and Owie will appreciate the wind chimes. Oh yeah, I also put a floral arranging table and a candle making table outside under the roof on that like pseudo patio area. So we've got some crafting things all lined up, and oh my gosh, we were able to landscape. Guys, we were able to landscape. I did some debug landscaping and whatnot, because cottage living has such cute landscape items and whatnot. I did end up spending money on my landscaping as well, but I really wanted that like tractor truck and whatnot, and so you know there was some cute stuff that I wanted to include. But yeah, honestly, the fact that we landscaped, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw, but I considered putting down a laundry basket and like, you know, having them do the laundry outside. I think I ended up vetoing that decision because I decided that I didn't want to suffer. But yeah. Oh yeah, and of course I had to sneak some lavender into the front garden because like come on. They are lesbians. Well, actually they're both bi, but lavender, you know? Um, it felt fitting. But we are coming up on the finishing touches of adding just like some little clutter and decorations. So in a moment here, we will hop into the game to actually take a look at it. I put some Polaroids on that cork board of wedding pictures and whatnot because I was using Ravisheen's Ravisheen's photographic memory mod, which lets you turn pictures into Polaroids and whatnot. So I will also be linking that down because honestly, it was a lifesaver. It was the best thing ever. It was so exciting, and I'm so happy that that mod exists because the Polaroids are so cute, and it just brings so much life to the house, honestly. But yeah, so we will be hopping into game. Here we are in game, and we've got this little garden area with Patchy. I have not yet bought bugs or bees or anything. Um, but we've got our recycler out in front, and it's all very cute, I think. Around in the back of the outside, hello game lag. We have got our wind chimes, we've got this flower arranging table and this candle making station. And then over here, we've got our green items. We've got our solar panels and our dew collectors. And we have got our cow, who is named Bluebell, our llama that I've named Theodore because the recommended name was Teddy, and I was like, it would be so much funnier if we named this llama Theodore. We've got three hens. We've got one of each, and then we have a rooster whose name is Cooper. So that is the outside. I'm not sure if our hens are outside right now. One of them is. It's Fluff. I think one of them is named Fluff. One of them might be named like Alice or something. Not sure yet. We'll we can check that at another. We'll see that next week. It'll be fine. And then inside the house. So inside the house, we've got the clutter, we've got the entryway. Over here, we've got a chess table, a cross stitch basket. Here is their wedding cake topper on the nightstand. And then we've got some of their engagement pictures and some of their wedding pictures over here. We have also got these Polaroids over here. We've got our wedding bouquet up here on top of the fridge. And then this is an item that I don't know if you know about, but it's also by Ravisheen. It's a cupcake machine replacement. So it's just a piping bag. I think it uses the mesh of the piping bag that your Sims use in game, anyways. But now you can interact with that and bake cupcakes in the oven instead of trying to squeeze like a gigantic cupcake machine into your house. It's pretty nifty. I've had it in my game for a while. Like it's a must-have for me. We've got this little breakfast bar area for sitting and, eating and all of that. And then we've got this desk here. I think the power consumption rating of the laptop is 3, or not laptop, of the computer is 3. So I tried to make sure we had enough power production. The power production of each solar panel is 2. So if the computer uses 3 power points, our our solar panels create 6 power points. So we should have enough to actually utilize it, hopefully. um but yeah, we've got one of our date rewards up here, and it's cute. We've got stuff. Oh my goodness, we have like a house. It's just yeah. Oh yeah, over there's the bathroom, but like that's not interesting. Like it's a bathroom. But yeah, so we've got 17.4k simoleons left in our household, and I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm very excited. So I will see you guys next week as we enter into married life between Megan and Allie. All right. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and comment below. I am still looking for potential baby names for future legacy children. Um, and also maybe comment if you have an idea of how many kids Megan and Aoi should have. I don't know. That is up for debate to me. We will see. You can follow me in the links in the description box below. Go ahead and share this video with somebody else if you would like to, and subscribe because I make new videos on this channel every Thursday and Saturday. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.